everybody, welcome again to another episode of Go-Kart Academy, and we're also here with Jonathan from 893 Motorsports. Today we're going to be showing you guys exactly what you need to do after every practice session with your karts.
So basically we're going to go over things to check, things to wipe down, what you should use, and kind of visual inspection of things after you get off the track.
One of the things that we always promote to our 7-year-old kids is that we're always telling them, hey, if you want to ride, you want to drive, you have to clean. It's a great discipline after every session, after every practice. And so that's one of the things that we've shown them early on, and we want to make sure that you guys have all that information as well. So today we're going to be cleaning the kart, and it's relatively easy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a visual inspection and a wipe down of components on the go-kart just to keep things clean, keep it from seizing up. And again, visual inspection, safety is key.
Awesome.
So we're going to be using WD-40. We're going to use either a microfiber or disposable paper towels. We prefer these shop towels. They're a little bit more hardy. I do like the usability of microfibers because they can be washed and used again. Fortunately, my wife doesn't like it when we throw it through the washing machine, but hey. We're gonna go over rear axle area where we need to wipe down and inspect for any breakdown in the bearings. We're gonna go over the rear of the engine, most of all of the frame, and then all your body components. So rear bumper, side pod, front nose cone, and front fender. This way, so you have in your mind what's going on with the go-kart. Even if your 7-year-old hits something, it makes you check and recheck again for safety issues. So from there, let's get started. First, we're gonna start with the rear axle, wiping it down and visually inspecting different components on the rear axle. Let's come in here. I like to actually just take a little bit of WD-40, spray it on the towel, set that aside. And as you rotate, just kind of wiping back and forth to get grime off. This also keeps the axle from rusting, helps lubricate things. And as you're looking, you just want to check the bearings. You want to kind of look in here, make sure that there's no crazy bearing stuff around, gunk and things like that. We want to clean that thoroughly. And just gives you an idea of things to look at. You're looking for maybe cuts in the sides of the bearing seals, making sure that they're not compromised in any way. And also the telltale is if it has a hard time spinning, which this one doesn't, you'll know to look further and dig deeper. Hey guys, another tip is we like to use a small toothbrush in the hard to reach places to get the gunk and stuff out of the bearings and the bearing area where you can't fit your hand. So again, kind of just take our toothbrush here and pulling the gunk out. As you're doing that, you can see, we have a little bit of a indentation on the seal here. So we'll pull the bearing carrier out later and check that out. So after I started with this side, we'll move to the middle section of the axle. Again, using the same technique, just wiping back and forth. You want to make sure there's no scarring or any kind of crazy imperfections on the axle. We're also wiping down around the brake area. WD-40 is great if you guys happen to get it on the brake rotor. It's fine. As soon as you hit the brakes, it will evaporate. So we haven't had any problems with that. So you don't have to worry about getting WD-40 on the brake rotor itself.
WD-40 seems to be the answer for most things.
Yeah, it seems that, we kind of learned it from our friend Steve. He introduced us. He said, yeah, look, we were using brake cleaner and that kind of things, being car guys, because that's what we usually would use. But it just seems to work better and it's safer. You don't have to worry about eating your paint. You don't have to worry about messing other components up, rubber components. Again, just moving through here and wiping everything down, trying to get it as clean as possible so you can visually inspect. Next, guys, we're gonna move over to the sprocket carrier and the right side where the engine is. So basically we're gonna look at this area, and again, that same rotating motion. See how it pulls off all the grease and grime. So we'll see, we'll just wipe this down easily as you rotate the axle, and the sprocket gives you a start and a finish point here, guys. So just keep kind of rotating and wiping. Don't worry about the, really digging into every one of these little holes. That would be for more of a deep clean. This is kind of more a way for you to kind of put your hands on everything and make sure it's tight and, visually inspected right after your son or daughter or you come off the track. So that looks pretty good. We're not seeing any real wear, nothing loose. So then we'll move on to the engine next. So over here on the engine, I like to wipe down the cover here. With the 2 strokes, they get a lot of oil going everywhere and chain lube. Again, this is another easy way to clean. Again, we'll use our toothbrush, kind of spray a little bit of WD-40 there. Come back these little areas under here.
You want to get into all the little crevices, because this types of gunk really adds up real quick, and it can create malfunctions all over the system if it gets too clogged up. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect for after a practice session or after a day, and we're going to follow up with another video about what we like to do is a deep clean every month on all of the karts. And so that's going to include taking off the wheels, taking off the sprocket, the rotor, and really doing a deeper clean every month or so. Because you want to make sure that there's not buildup in certain areas that you can't get to after each practice.
Yeah, Peter, this is definitely just one for when you are kind of coming off the track or ending your day, if you have to slab it in the trailer and get to dinner or whatever. So this is just light cleaning, visual inspection, so you know what you might need to take care of before you go out on the track next.
All right, guys, so what we've done is we've cleaned the axle, we've cleaned the rotor, and we've cleaned the sprocket and the outside of the engine in some of those hard to reach places with the toothbrush. Now what we're going to do is we're going to clean the rest of the frame, as well as the side pods, the bumper, and the front bumper as well. Is there anything else that we've missed here?
No, let's just get to it.
All right. One of the nice things that I really appreciate about cleaning these karts and the frame is it just looks nice, just a presentable. Yeah, man, it just makes the kart presentable,
It's not good to have a dirty race car.
It's true.
Only if you're winning. It can be dirty if you're winning.
WD-40 really is a magical cleaner, man.
It does everything. And it leaves things with a nice shine, which is actually really cool.
During this time of COVID and Corona, when everyone is being quarantined or you're going through self-quarantine, now is the time to get familiar with your kart and to clean your kart effectively. These types of disciplines go a long way for the longevity of your kart and the racing that you want to do. I don't know if it's a hard and fast rule, but I would say that clean karts generally would last longer than dirty karts. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree, because you have less
build up,
less things to go wrong in, with bearings and all of those essential parts.
So what we have here, guys, now is a clean kart after a full day of karting and practice session. We have right here, we have a Cadet kart that's running a mini Swift engine, and we have it fully cleaned. Now, this isn't a deep clean, which we do every month, but we want to make sure that every time that we're done with a full practice day with the boys, that we have them clean it down. Now, when it comes to the boys, we want to make sure that they're safe. And so one of the things that we have, and I'll grab it here in a second.
Oh, completely forgot about this.
Yeah. So when it comes to the boys, we have the boys wear eye protection when they're cleaning because, well, they're not always that responsible.
No, they like to spray stuff.
They like to spray stuff into the wind, into their face. So if you're having your young boys or your young daughters clean your cart, make sure that you give them eye protection as well as gloves, which they should always be wearing. Now, when it comes to cleaning the cart, we don't have the boys touch the rotor or the brake area or the sprocket or the engine. We only have them focus on just a couple of parts.
Yeah. We're mostly just the side pods, the bumper, the front, and the frame. You know, places where we don't have to worry about them cutting their fingers, getting caught in a chain. We'll move them up as they get more familiar and more comfortable around cleaning those hard to reach places.
Absolutely. So appreciate you guys being here for this really simple tutorial on how to clean your cart after a practice session. Remember, for those that are here, the things that we're cleaning the side pods, the front bumper, the rear bumper, the axle, the frame, the sprocket, the brake area, as well as, what else did I miss? As well as the outside of the engine. So those are the things that you're going to be cleaning. Again, in terms of tools, pretty simple. WD-40 goes a long way, shop cloth, and a toothbrush for those hard to reach places. Yep. So thanks again, guys, for being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join gokart.academy. We're going to be giving out some swag as we get further along here. So you want to be signed up so you get your chance to grab some of that free sweet loot that's coming out. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, guys. So thanks for being here.
Thanks, guys.